Are you ready to tax the nonprofits yet? So all these institutions that are financing the insanity that's on the left right now, the vast majority are tax-free entities. 100%. The educational institutions, all of them. They got professors, they got teachers, they got all these people out there screaming joy that Charlie Kirk is dead. All are tax-free institutions. Why are we giving these Marxist criminal entities tax privilege? I don't know. And they'll say, well, you can't just tax them and not tax the churches. Dude, I 100% tax the churches too. Because a lot of churches are also run by left-wing Marxist liberation theology people. The Jesuits, the Southern Baptist Convention, all these guys are clowns, 100%. I got no qualm tax them as well. They should be taxed just like any business, 100%. You got a profit loss statement. If you aren't making a profit, you pay no tax. If you're making a profit, you got to pay some tax. I got no qualm with that at all. But why are we granting tax exemptions to institutions who want us dead? It's insane to me. And I'll hear from Republicans, probably even in the comments, you tax them, next thing you know you're taxing me. Dude, I used to fall for this stuff. I said on the live stream last night, I remember Ben Stein was, the Ferris Bueller, that guy. He was arguing about 2005 or something like that, 2004, we need to raise taxes on the wealthy. And I was making no money. I think between my wife and me, we made like $40,000. We had 2 kids. I was working part-time at R.R. Donnelley binding books. I was a branch manager at a bank making $40,000, with a family of 4, a mortgage, car loan, the whole thing. We had no money, and yet I was adamant. No way you're going to tax the wealthy, Ben Stein. That's not true conservatism. Now I'm just like, dude, Ben Stein, I don't know if Ben Stein still agrees to this, but I was like, 100%, dude. These people and their money are not American first. They're not pro-American. They're globalist. Many of them are Marxist. And I think the reason they're Marxist, a lot of them, is because they think if they give enough money to the left wing, the Marxists, when the pitchforks comes, they'll be exempt from it. And it never works like that, these idiots. But I think that's what it is. On top of that, a lot of them, like George Soros' son, and these guys are just, Laura Powell, Jobs, whatever the hell the name is. These are just spoiled brats, dude. They never worked a day in their life. They just get money handed to them hand over fist by their parents or by their husbands. Who's that chick, Mackenzie what's the chick's name? Mackenzie Benzo? No. Yeah, Mackenzie something. No, what's freaking, not Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates' wife name. I forgot. Melinda Gates. These are all scumbags, you know what I'm saying? And just they should not have tax-free entities just growing to fund Marxists. Dude, you cannot be Christian and be Marxist. Marxism is evil. It's anti-God. It's 100%. It's not just atheists. Atheists just means they don't believe in God. These people hate God, all right? And this is another thing that ticks me out about Republicans. They're like, oh, man, why can't we just, do you hear that stupid governor from Utah? This happened on both sides. It's not happening on both sides, you clown. I can't stand that guy. Dude, that guy's such a clown. It's not happening on both sides. It's happening on one side. We know this. It's happening by Marxists. It's happening by communists and socialists. And we've got to get these people, if they're going to be like this, at least make them pay taxes. That's why I'm going to link this video on Pinochet. We got to have some more Pinochets and less Romneys. That's what we need. More Pinochets, less Romneys. And it's not, and Romney is like Spencer Cox or something like that as the governor of Utah. You're not going to get a brighter red state, deep red state, and this guy's still like, oh, both sides. No, it's not both sides, you freaking clown. They assassinated like a guy who was way too milquetoast for me. MILKTOAST. Charlie Kirk. Because, back during, dude, I've wanted, since the Buchanan brigades, I've wanted the Republicans to stop being so scared of their own shadow. And Charlie Kirk, some of the videos I saw from him like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, I was like, this is the guy? It's amazing. Look, I'm no animosity towards him or anything. I was just like, this is what the right is. I didn't like it. It was kind of like a Daily Wire kind of Ben Shapiro kind of right-wing guy. It's like, ugh. But he's since changed. Again, Jill had sent me a bunch of videos on it. I was like, damn, all right, Charlie, kicking ass and taking names. But the guy seemed very nice, like a nice young man. Wasn't out to hurt anybody. He's just out there to have a debate. So if they're going to assassinate him, you think they can't? Come on, man. The problem isn't the left. The problem is the right. Our side is just too Money focused. There's no two ways around that. Oh, Josh must be nice. Dude, I'm just not money focused. I'm not. I have a nice house. 100%. I love having clients. I got a guy I got to talk to here in 51 minutes. That's great. But I just, how much money do you need? The country's at stake. And as long as your capital gain tax is low, you're okay with the freaking insanity? And I hear these people all the time like, well, we don't want to be like them. You know, if we act like them, what makes it better for us? It's like, what has happened to the country over the last 50 years? We've been hearing the same thing for decades. We don't want to be like them. We'll make the country go bad. Like, where the hell do you think we are now? Where are we? The country's way worse than it was 50 years ago. No question about that. Because we just been focused on income tax rate and capital gains rate and accelerated depreciation, while the left is taking over the culture. They control everything. Everything. Every institution the left controls. The old John O'Sullivan law, and he used to be the publisher of National Review, he said, anything that's not explicitly right will become left-wing over time. National Review is a perfect example of that. It's a left-wing rag now. Wall Street Journal, perfect example of that, a left-wing rag. It's the problem isn't the left, it's the right. The right needs to be freaking saying, no, we're going to use the tools at our hands to freaking fight back. And now we got people on the right saying, I can't believe Trump, he's out there. And I get the frustration on that, but the Trump speech yesterday was a call for, war. I'm like, it's idiotic, dude. And I'm just like, I expect this from the left because they suck. Marxism sucks. It's anti-God. It's not atheist. It's anti-God. But the idea that those on the right would fall for the same old stuff over and over, we don't want to be just as bad as them. It's insanity, dude. You got to hold people accountable. And it starts with the money. Take away the money, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're going to start finding a whole lot less Marxists who are praising Marxism and socialism and totalitarianism from the left, which is anti-God. The problem is on the right. It's not on the left. All right, God bless.